So now you understand. When he says to not do something, he means it. And then he'll make a public display out of your soliloquy. You feel me? The big G is not playing with this timeline. Now, because I know that this fraction that keeps mistaking Jesus for the big G is a different type of angelic being, you all understand why he does it to you. He'll make you flubber your words, forget things on camera, make you say things that you don't necessarily mean. Because apparently, someone wants you to be humiliated publicly, celebrities. And because you do the opposite of what he tells you in your mind, not a nudge, you feel like you're on the pathway to coins, that bag. On the pathway to the bag. When I put as the thumbnail what I hear, I want to thank the Almighty for the bag, because that is usually what y'all say when y'all get awarded. Greetings. That is usually what y'all say. Y'all say, I want to thank Jesus, all of a sudden. But when it's the big G, you say, I got a gripe with him. I know that it's the big G fault, but the onlookers don't. You start getting those thumps. Thumpers. They want to correct your mistakes and PREY for you. You know what I'm talking about? Listen. Someone said, she can't block me. She can't. You don't think I can, but I indeed can. I'm not talking about these ones. Because even some of my true members are questioning the others. Yeah. The reason why he told me to come on is because he doesn't want y'all sulking, okay? Me, I think y'all should sit in it for a little while so you can learn. When I am so Bree energy, you're not gonna get the nice version of me. Not at all. And Charasikati, you're not. You might as well don't even try. There is going to be so much newness. A lot of y'all are going to dissipate out of the limelight by choice. When you realize that your milk and honey is somewhere else, you're gonna say, I don't need to sell my SOUL no more. If you were to get a past life, present karma, energetic pool, you would know what is needed. It's a certain group of you that is going to come out instantly. Now, because I'm going to publish that more reading tomorrow. I want to see what happens. We all know that the true members I'm windmilling for. We already know that. Y'all know that. So they can go about their daily lives in peace. Because y'all did not want them to have no peace. like with me. I came on all giddy, willing to serve, because I said I got a gift in this. I see something. I see something that others don't see. I spent countless hours uploading. When I decided to form a membership, it was because of all of those ones decided that they wanted to report the images. It has nothing to do with my speech. It's the images. When they all decided as a collective that they weren't going to do that anymore, it was too late. So all of those beautiful decks that we all spent so much money on had to be covered or not seen. This is what happens throughout time. Beautiful decks. I'm talking about the creative ones, the ones you've never bore witness to before, should be seen as art because that is someone's depiction of their view, what they see. You all talk about censoring while helping to facilitate it. Everything that anyone has ever decided that they didn't want anymore, in quotation, they help to facilitate, to bring about everything. When one group decides that they don't want to see something anymore, they rally for it. Then they feel like they have control. I don't understand why people want to be asikinad, but I get the reason for it. When I decided that we needed to be governed, it is because of what I seen with my own eyes. We need this system. We need this because of what is taking place. When I said, how many artists believe that they should have 100% control over their content on this platform? In a poll, a few chimed in. It's not until you see that someone has been getting income, royalties, for decades, and you are sitting there trying to figure out how you gonna pay your mortgage. Then everyone decided that this is an issue. I said if you present it here on this platform, it won't be taken out of context. This is a versus, but it's not who you believe. When I first learned about levitation, I mean, truly understood it. It's because I went through it. When I talked about it, they said that is far-fetched. When why is it a concept for it? It is because it is me that this is happening to. But if a guru say that it is possible, you'll believe it. But if a regular black woman says, I experienced it, then you're doubting because apparently I'm supposed to believe in a certain doctrine. And that's it. When I said I am an omnist, I believe in all and nothing. They said, what is that? They looked it up and they said, she's wrong. It is, I believe in all. Then someone else said, no, that's not accurate. It is, I believe in all. Or some. You don't even know. Look it up. I said, I believe in all and nothing, not or nothing, because that would mean I am an atheist. Do you understand? Nothing is a whole. I don't believe in nothing. Do you understand? I believe in everything. What are you talking about, either? It all took place somewhere. Do angels need Jesus? Put a ruler in front of it. When we came through that canal, did the big G said, you are a Sakatati? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Or did someone else put that mark on us? Who said you are this? Your grandmama? Your mother? Your father? I thought when you become whole, you search for your own tradition. Y'all didn't even know that it was a concept called omnism. You didn't even know that. Because that would explain why it's so much congregated in one doctrine that you can find in many. Do you believe that that book is filled with others' beliefs of different Gs or no? All in one. Why? Example, the 42 laws of Kemet. Amet. Mayat. Is there 42? Is it not? It is 178. Why do we only have 42? Because of the Shiti on that belief. That means you don't have access to the other ones. Oh, you mean the commandments? Yes. I only know of 10. As a Ganasashikate. There is 1,067 commandments. Why we only know 10? Because of the Asakashikati on that, yes. Someone is saying, a newt Or I meant. I meant. I meant like the pyramid. Isa kinausa shakati. No. The Ocean. Asafina. Asikiti. Yeah. The Ocean. The North is a force. I said, Set is back. That's what I said. Set. 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 That's the jackal. In the Kasashakati. No, it's not the jackal. I'm the jackal. Y'all understand? Do y'all understand? You don't know the true tradition. Now, because I know that it's coming out in that reading on Tier 3 tomorrow, I'm going to tell you to refrain from calling yourself the Falcon Elder. Don't do it. Don't do that. You're Hasakini in yourself. So don't say ether is into Spliff God, because before you were saying spells. You see how I rub off on everybody? It's something about them. I teach, they take. Then they say it's theirs. They're the ones that came up with the concept. It's just something about these ones. One said that is a Bruce Lee quote. She is acting as if it is hers. And I said, do you see Bruce Lee's image right there on that screenshot? Then he said, oh. Then he went and looked for Bruce Lee quotes. There's something about them. I know who the real Dragon Boy is. Do you? Mazu. You didn't know anything about Mazu until you watch me. Now all of a sudden, Mazu, 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 Mazu. You're showing too. What is she getting this out of? It is because of who it is giving the information. If I was a male guru, they would say, I need to fly and take a seminar because he is phenomenal. Just like that. Everybody believes they have to go out of the States to get this doctrine that'll somehow enlighten them, and it's not for them. You all should understand that this is what they did with all the greats. Do you believe that Jesus was walking around and everybody seen him as the Son of the Father in the sky? When he said, I am the Son, the only way to my Father is through my light. They laughed at him. says Jesus is a demon. I said Baphomet is a demon too. Jezebel is a demon too. They are archangels. You said Jesus was God. And I said you are wrong. Does anyone want to challenge me on that? Is there anyone that believes Jesus is God? Because this is common knowledge amongst the holy, but maybe not with you. So this is something that you could research. If you believe that Jesus is God, put a 1 in the chat. This is simple stuff. But when you are not paying attention, you'll believe something that is not true because you want to look like you're a believer. I said the big G is the sun. That's what I said. When you see artwork depicting Jesus, he always has a sun over his head, the traditional ones. That is a metaphor. This is something that real intellectuals can decipher. Those that call themselves atheists, traditionally, they know that much. Some will say that that is a representation of the Mother Earth, that sun over Jesus' head. I'll take you one further. Hair like wool. What does that mean? Is there a cloth over his head? Now they're saying, okay, that part is Yeshua. So what about the other one? He was a thief. He was a thief. That's all you need to know. And 3 at the same time. The power of 3, traditionally. Oh, that changes things either. It does. When that popular Asekina said, you are the lineage of Jesus, she meant that. She meant it, but not for everyone that believed it was them. Descendants. There is not many that I came across that said that they are angels. They said they were angelic. That's like hair, like hair. It's like an angel energy, but not quite. Maybe that's what's governing them or overseeing. Which one? I feel like, they're talking their traditional dialect. Maybe you can understand Isikina, or maybe you're not traditional. Maybe he's going to say where she's at. And what you gonna do? You gonna pull up? I want you to. They're dressed in all black. Those are Mexicanas, the real ones. The father's dressed in black, and the son. And guess what? They don't have no Jesus piece around their neck. They got real gold and they no Jesus piece. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you don't even understand what they're saying. Oh, He has one. The sun. Are you saying, Lisa, wait a minute. Are you saying, am I following the wrong system? Yes. He has a way of making you see something that's not there. He does it to me all the time. All black. You know what happens when I'm supposed to be present somewhere? Those that are ascending are present there too. That's the reason why I say Jesus. Some would say that those are the real ones, the real believers, outside of the holy women, those that are saved and sanctified. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe. So why do you use Jesus white light for your incantasia? Is it something that you know that others don't? Because in Akiti, that is how they cast spells, with Jesus energy. Say that it's not true. Bajadas. Say it's not true. Say that they don't use white light. They don't use white light to cast spells. Who do? I know for a fact they do. The AK do. So what's the difference? What's the difference? We're having school. What's the difference, y'all? What's the difference between the dark and the light? Some would say the white light is more powerful because of Jesus. What do y'all think? He's trying to remember if I said anything derogatory about Masakana. Now he's saying, oh, she's a fraction of it. For those that are puzzled, I said I was Creole. Ether at one point sounded Hispanic. I'm like, if it's Kiti. They're talking. Can you understand them? One has came out, and now she is an observation of me. You know why? Because I said, Jesus. That's why. When I said Jesus, they all came out, even the first time. They're probably saying, why is she sitting in her car talking? And they see that I am a kind and gentle woman. I am around Bajadas 90% of the time that go to church. You know what I'm talking about? They go to church, they go to work, they smile at me, they are courteous to me. They wonder what I am. They don't look at me and say she's African. They don't. It does matter. When I said I wouldn't be accepted out there, those that know it's a fact, because they're from there, says she's right. But the ones that want to believe, oh, look at her. She's beautiful. Either she is a Yeseni. That is why when you looked at her, she looked like that. She's real Mexicana. She came to get close to me. She wants to know why she sees a halo. She is a Bajadas. I'm around real Mexicans, real ones. They don't like to. Y'all have to understand that the way you feel about me, the majority does not. I know that is a hard cookie to eat. I am safe all of the time. It's a feel. Ina kena asa shakati.